Welcome to Layoff Lockdown, your 401k rollover crisis plan. First, we will set the stage for why immediate action is essential after job separation to protect retirement funds, avoid unnecessary taxes, and prevent the early withdrawal penalty. Next, we will outline how to navigate key choices and execute a clean rollover. Before we dive in, this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute tax, legal, or investment advice. You should consult a fiduciary financial advisor or qualified tax professional who understands your specific situation. Now, let us proceed to the agenda. Here is our agenda. First, we will cover why moving funds to a rollover IRA can provide greater flexibility. Next, we will address when not to roll over, including cases of institutional class funds and backdoor Roth considerations. Then, we will compare direct versus indirect rollovers and highlight common tax traps. After that, we will walk through a step-by-step transfer playbook. Then, we will discuss risk mitigation during the rollover window. Finally, we will test your understanding with quick quizzes. First, let us talk about the freedom factor. Rolling funds into a rollover IRA often unlocks a much wider investment menu compared to many employer 401k plans. This can include index funds, ETFs, treasuries, CDs, and specialized factor strategies. Next, the rollover may reduce administrative fees and give you access to better brokerage tools for screening and monitoring. Finally, it can provide greater control over rebalancing, automation, and consolidating accounts, simplifying your retirement management. Next, let us compare staying in the 401k versus rolling to an IRA. Staying in the 401k can be advantageous if your plan offers institutional class funds with extremely low expense ratios, sometimes near 0.01%, and it can help keep pre-tax dollars out of an IRA if you intend to use the Backdoor Roth strategy. Some plans may also offer stronger creditor protections, subject to state rules. However, staying may limit investment choices and tools. Rolling to a rollover IRA usually provides a broader selection of investments and robust brokerage features with potentially lower administrative fees and easier consolidation. But you must evaluate potential conflicts with backdoor Roth strategies due to the Pro-Rata rule and compare investment expense ratios carefully. However, before moving funds, evaluate your existing plan. If your employer plan offers access to institutional class funds with ultra-low expense ratios and strong track records, remaining in the plan could save you money relative to retail IRA options. Additionally, if you plan to use the backdoor Roth strategy, consider that pre-tax money in a traditional IRA invokes the pro-rata rule, making conversions less tax efficient. Many high earners therefore keep pre-tax dollars in a 401k or 403b to avoid contaminating the IRA with pre-tax balances. Now, let us visualize direct versus indirect rollovers. The direct path is trustee to trustee, moving funds from the 401k provider to the new IRA custodian without the money touching your hands and without withholding, leading to a clean rollover. The indirect path sends a check to you. If the check is not made out to the new institution for the benefit of your name, it becomes riskier. Administrators often withhold 20% by default. If that happens, you must replace the withheld amount with outside cash and deposit the full 100% within 60 days to avoid taxes and penalties. Failing to do so results in a taxable distribution and a 10% penalty if under age 59.5. Moving on, here is the step-by-step execution plan. First, confirm your official employment separation date and initiate the rollover only after separations. Second, open a rollover IRA at a reputable brokerage. Third, request a direct trustee-to-trustee transfer and avoid having a check sent to you. If a check is unavoidable, ensure it is made payable to the new brokerage for the benefit of your name. Next, firmly decline any withholding, because any withheld amount is immediately treated as a taxable distribution unless you replace it with outside cash within 60 days. Before initiating paperwork, temporarily reallocate your 401k holdings into a stable asset, such as a U.S. Treasury fund, to reduce volatility risk during the transfer window. Then, track the transfer and follow up after 3 to 5 business days. Finally, once funds arrive, reinvest according to your target allocation and keep thorough documentation. Next, here is a table of common paths and trade-offs. Staying in the 401k can provide ultra-low institutional fees and protect the backdoor Roth approach, but it limits choices and adheres to plan rules. Rolling to an IRA offers wider choices, strong brokerage tools, and potentially lower administrative fees, but introduces pro-rata complications for backdoor Roth planning and requires comparing fund costs. An indirect 60-day rollover gives temporary control, but carries withholding and deadline risks, and is usually best avoided. Cashing out provides liquidity, but triggers ordinary income taxes and a 10% penalty if under 59.5, sacrificing long-term compounding. Now let us address tax traps. A direct transfer is best because funds move custodian to custodian without withholding. If a check is sent, ensure it is made payable to the new brokerage for the benefit of your name. Importantly, refuse withholding. If 20% is withheld, you must replace that amount with outside cash and redeposit the full balance within 60 days to avoid taxation and penalties. If you miss the 60-day window, the withheld amount becomes taxable, and, if you are under age 59.5, likely subject to an additional 10% penalty. Quiz time. Your 401k administrator mails a check and withholds 20%. What must you do to avoid taxes and penalties? Option A. Deposit the 80% and wait for tax season. Option B. Redeploy 100% into an IRA within 60 days, replacing the 20% with your own cash. Option C. Do nothing. It is automatically a clean rollover. Option D. Spend the 20% and redeposit the rest. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to redeploy 100% into an IRA within 60 days, replacing the withheld 20% with your own cash. This preserves the rollover status and avoids taxes and possible penalties. Meanwhile, here is a key risk management tip. Before you submit the rollover paperwork, temporarily move equity positions in your 401k into a stable asset, such as a U.S. Treasury fund. This reduces exposure to market volatility during the 3 to 7 business day transfer window. After the funds arrive in your new IRA, you can redeploy to your target allocation. Second quiz. You plan to use the Backdoor Roth strategy this year. Where should pre-tax dollars typically stay to avoid the pro-rata rule affecting your IRA? Option A. Roll them to a traditional IRA first. Option B. Keep them in your 401k or 403b plan. Option C. Convert all pre-tax funds to Roth immediately. Option D. Move them to a taxable brokerage account. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to keep pre-tax dollars in your 401k or 403b plan. This helps keep your IRA balances clean for backdoor Roth purposes and avoids the pro-rata aggregation issue. Next, here is a quick checklist using concise steps. First, confirm your separation date and only then initiate the rollover. Second, choose a custodian and open a rollover IRA. Third, request a direct trustee-to-trustee transfer. If a check is sent, ensure the payee is the new brokerage for the benefit of your name. Decline withholding, and if any amount is withheld, replace it and deposit the full amount within 60 days. Use a temporary stable fund to limit volatility during transfer. And finally, reinvest according to your investment policy statement. Now let us look at a realistic timeline. On day 0, your separation is confirmed. On day 1, open your rollover IRA. On days 2 to 3, submit a direct transfer request. During days 3 to 7, funds are in transit. On days 5 to 7, funds should arrive. On day 7, reinvest according to your target allocation. By day 30, confirm statements and ensure your records are complete. As we summarize key takeaways, direct trustee-to-trustee transfers are the safest approach. If you must receive a check, insist the payee references the new brokerage for the benefit of your name and refuse withholding. Evaluate your 401k institutional fund access and any backdoor Roth plans before moving. Use a temporary stable fund to mitigate market risk during the transfer, and document every step, confirming balances when funds arrive. Finally, here are your next steps. Move only after your official separation. Prefer direct transfers and avoid withholding. Examine whether your current plan offers compelling institutional benefits before moving money. If you plan to use the backdoor Roth strategy, keep pre-tax dollars out of IRAs. Stabilize investments during transit and then reinvest according to your plan. If this was helpful, in a moment I will invite you to support the channel. Thank you for watching. If this helped protect your retirement, please like the video, share it with someone facing a job transition, and subscribe for more clear, actionable playbooks. Tell us your scenario and questions in the comments so we can cover them next.